All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Speaking of Kareem Hunt, his opener against L.A. this year, a little bit quieter than his opener last year against New England when he burst onto the scenes with 246 yards of total offense and 3 scores. But still, you're going to have to deal with Kareem Hunt all year if you're trying to contain this KC offense.
Yeah, he's a little more modest rushing total, 49 yards and 16 carries. Result was the same, though, an excellent road win. And you're right about that. You're going to have to keep your eyes on Kareem Hunt and game plan for him, because if you don't, he'll shred you running the football and catching it out of the backfield. But his presence opened things up for Tyreek Hill, didn't it?
Here we go now.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Myles Jack in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So on 4th down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Green 80. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 11B, 11B. Green is good.
Now Bortles. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Green 80. You.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bortles to throw on second down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is good.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey. You got 3. You got green 80. Green 80. Green is good.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is good.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Set. Green 80. Green set.
Bortles now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
So right. So right. Set. Green 80. Green set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Green 80. Green 80. Green set.
To throw is Bortles. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past.
Went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Green 80. Green inside.
Throwing is Bortles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Set. Green 80. Green inside.
From midfield, here's Bortles. On the crossing route, complete. It's Cole. And he's brought down after a good gain. First target, first catch, and a first down. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. Green 80.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Taking it about the 36. Oh, nice move at midfield. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Green 80. Green set.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Green 80. Green set.
Again, it's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. Green 80.
On play action, now Bortles. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Bortles to call for the Jacksonville 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Mahomes now on first down. Room to run inside the 40. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And down right around the 37. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20.
380. Hey, hold it.
A handoff to Fournette, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They have the lead obviously late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Mahomes going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Trying to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen?